Hi all, welcome to today's session on documentation under GST. Though we made a initial discussion on this topic, we will just make a small refresh of this discussion, quickly go discuss about it and then proceed with our discussion. Now, to start with our discussions on GST. Now, one or two points gains its moment relating to it. One minute. There are a set of documents that will be raised by many times by the supplier of the goods or services, sometimes or one occasion by the recipient of service. Of course, a recipient of service is also a supplier of service of some other goods, not that goods. But point here is many times supplier used to raise various documents, and we have discussed about those types of document called as tax invoice, bill of supply, receipt voucher, refund voucher, payment voucher, self tax invoice, debit notes, credit note, delivery challan. So these are all the documents that are going to be raised. A small quick recap of what we have discussed on last section. Tax invoice is a document that will be used by a or that will be raised by a registered person who supply goods, supply services which are liable to tax under GST. Or I'll rephrase it, which are a taxable supply, where a 5, 12, 18, 28.1%, 3%, some kind of GST is paid on the goods. Some kind of GST is paid on that services. Then one document will be raised called as tax invoice. Similarly, a tax invoice is issued only if you are a registered person. Now, from the date of liability till the date of registration, to put it in a little specific way, from the effective date of registration till the date of registration. See, we read something called as retrospective effect. Many times, registration under section 22 will be with retrospective effect only. Retrospective effect means today, if you give the registration effective for a older period, நீலேந்து முன்னாடி போய் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா retrospective effect. இன்னைக்கு அப்புறம் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா prospective effect. Okay. Many times registration under GST, more specifically, which happens under section 22, will have a retrospective effect because he is liable for GST on 10/1/2020. He made his application, he himself delayed by 10 days, 21/2020. Government approves him the number on 24/1/2020. From 10/1/20, on 24/1/2020, my registration certificate came, but effective from 10/1/2020. From that day till 21/2020, invoice will be issued with GST and GST numbers, which is called as a revised invoice or a revised tax invoice, but technically we call it as revised invoice. Bill of supply is a document that will be raised by a registered person whenever he is engaged in supply of exempted goods or exempted services. It is a hospital which collects money. When we go to exempted services, you will learn hospital services are not leviable to GST. It is a sale of tomato, potato, vegetable, fruits, flowers. You all already know all these flowers, fruits, vegetables are all exempted. It's an exempted goods. So anybody deal in these products, they are exempted from payment of GST. So our crux discussion is when it comes to documentation, under GST, this is the model in which these things happen, followed by moving forward from documentation under GST. We have something called as receipt voucher. What do we mean by receipt voucher? Whenever a person who receives an advance for supply of goods, advance for supply of services, then he will not raise a tax invoice. Let me repeat, tax invoice you can raise after completion of service, after removal of goods. But if it is an advance, see, take a characteristics. Sir, he can raise even before supply of goods or services invoice. No, sir. Last class we discussed. If you make a payment as advance, it is always returnable. Advances are all refundable, returnable. Whereas if invoice is raised, then you have no other option. You are consuming that goods, you are supplying that goods. So in business, what they will do is they'll always treat many things as advance. They'll say, keep it as advance. Once work is over, you can set it off. So it is not a complete, you can't treat it as a invoice. And the invoice value will be huge. Invoice value will be 5 lakhs. Advance will be 50,000 rupees. 50,000 ரூபாய்க்கு ஆசைப்பட்டு 5 லட்ச ரூபாய்க்கு இன்வாய்ஸ் போட்டு டாக்ஸ் 90,000 ரூபாய் கட்டுவீங்களா? Won't work out. You cannot split the invoices, but advances are always advances. 50,000 rupees away 3 தடவை எனக்கு வரும் சார் அப்படின்னா 50,000 take receipt, 50,000 take receipt, 50,000 take receipt. What? Receipt voucher. Similarly, sir, we have received advance, somehow other party is not interested, we have returned back the advance. A document called as refund voucher will be issued. So refund voucher is a document that will be issued when the other party is not interested, when the goods are returned to other party, followed by a self-tax invoice or a reverse charge invoice, otherwise called as whenever a person liable to pay tax as a recipient. Whenever a person liable to pay tax as a recipient, that recipient, if he receives a goods, then he is liable to pay a tax under reverse charge. For that, on himself, he himself will raise. Me, with me, through me, அப்படின்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும். When a recipient himself raise a invoice on whom, sir? Him. Yes, sir. Tax invoice format இருக்குமா? Supplier will be that fellow, agriculturist who supplied cotton. Recipient will be this fellow who received the cotton. When you read section 9 subsection 3 or 5 subsection 3, recipient is liable to pay tax under reverse charge. Then when recipient is liable to pay tax under reverse charge, that ends there. When I am liable to pay tax, I will raise an invoice on myself that is called as self-tax invoice. Sir, are you trying to say all recipients will raise this document whenever they are liable to pay tax? Yes, that's all. Whenever you are going to be a recipient of goods, recipient of services, small catch, if you receive the goods from an unregistered person. Why, sir? If you receive those goods or services from registered person, that person itself will raise invoice. Sir, அப்போ ஒரு tax கட்ட வேண்டாமா? வேண்டாம். In the invoice he will say reverse charge, yes. நேத்து படிச்சது ஞாபகம் வருதா? Okay, whenever I go there also I'll highlight to you. He is a registered person. He does a service. For that service, the supplier is not liable to pay tax. As a recipient, you are liable to pay tax. Then that registered person will raise a normal tax invoice. But in the reverse charge, he will say yes. So he will not put tax below. Okay. Now come back here to our discussion. I receive a goods or service from an unregistered person, then I myself will generate invoice on me. நல்ல ஃபார்ம்ல இருக்கீங்க சார்ன்றீங்களா? Yes. Oh, good. Come back. Post that discussion. Payment voucher. As far as payment voucher is concerned, when this is also something to do with reverse charge. When before even receipt of goods, before even receipt of services, a payment is made to an unregistered person. By whom? By the recipient. When a recipient makes advance payment, opposite of receipt voucher. Receipt voucher, who is going to pay to whom? A recipient of a service is going to pay to the supplier an advance. Then the supplier will issue a document called as receipt voucher. When recipient of a service pays an advance to a supplier, however, in the supply of goods or services, the recipient is liable to pay tax. Then the recipient will raise a document called as payment voucher. And this payment voucher is also will be raised when it is made to a unregistered. Followed by delivery challan. Whenever goods are removed for reasons other than supply, whenever goods are removed, very specifically liquid gas, all this matters through tubes, followed by all those sale or return basis or certain other notified transaction. Whenever goods are removed, a delivery challan will be raised. Followed by, you have a further documentation called as tax invoice issued by an input service distributor who is going to distribute the input services credit. Followed by a debit note which will be raised whenever there is going to be an increase in value of supply, and a credit note that will be issued whenever there is going to be a decrease in value of supply. If after supply of goods, if the supplier want to reduce the value of supply, he will issue a credit note. After supply of goods or services, if the supplier wants to increase the value of supply, he will issue a debit note. So debit note, credit note will increase or decrease your value of supply, plus certain other special matters that need to be considered. Whenever we go to the relevant area, yes, we will take it up those topics. So to start with a formal discussion, there is a time limit for issuing invoice. We call that as statutory time limit. Before removal of goods or at the time of removal of goods, an invoice can be raised wherever goods involves movement. When goods does not involve movement, then invoice will be made available at the time when the goods are ready, when goods does not involve movement. Similarly, after completion of service, within 30 days, in case of all services, invoices has to be raised. In case of banking and financial services, invoices has to be raised within 45 days. So banking and financial services, invoices has to be raised within 45 days. In case of all other services, invoices has to be raised within 30 days. Followed by how my tax invoice will, what and all my tax invoice will contain. ஒரு tax invoice na adula என்னெல்லாம் information இருக்கும் sir? Following are the information: name, address of supplier and recipient. Come back here, you will see name, address of supplier and recipient, place of supply, whether reverse charge applicable or not, yes or no. Now this link this with your self tax invoice. Okay, if the recipient is liable to pay tax, then the supplier will say reverse charge yes, no adichiduvaru. If the supplier is liable to pay tax under forward charge mechanism, he will say reverse charge no. Okay, as I earlier mentioned, 90% of the time reverse charge is no only. because rarely a registered person will do business as this. It's rare. Now, any case, details of the goods, quantity, rate per unit, value, CGST, SGST, IGST, those taxes will be collected. Additionally, HSN, Harmonized System of Nomenclature, that information will also be there. Date of invoice, numbering of invoices. Numbering can be any alphabet, any numbers. Special characters alone. Slash and hyphen is possible in an invoice number. Beyond slash and hyphen, at the rate, not allowed. At the rate, dollar, star. நீங்க பிசினஸ்ல பெரிய ஸ்டார் நீங்க உங்க கம்பெனி தெரியும். இங்க எல்லாம் ஒன்னு ஸ்லாஷ் இல்ல ஹைஃபன். No space. No space. So someone can have a number as something like this. TN/2021/20-20-21/ followed by 00004 invoice number. Coding. இது பேர் என்னன்னா coding. Invoice number இப்படி வச்சுக்கலாம். Maximum characters can go up to 16 characters. 16 characters. In MCQ, they will ask slash hyphen 16 characters. Space can be given or not. Additional some other characters can be given or not. These are all from MCQ perspective is important. But for it, I don't find anything great on this topic. Whenever the recipient is an unregistered person and he procures goods for a value or goods or services for a value more than 50,000 rupees, then 50,000 rupees or more, then details of that recipient has to be available with the supplier. Let me repeat, if somebody sells goods, somebody buy goods from the supplier and they buy for a value more than 50,000 rupees, then such details shall be available. When somebody is going to export goods, same invoice only will be issued, but at the top of the invoice, they will say export with the payment of IGST or without payment of IGST. Sir, what is that with the payment of IGST, without payment of IGST? Two models you can export the goods. You can pay IGST and export the goods. You don't need to pay IGST. Without payment of IGST, you can export the goods. In case of with the payment of IGST, no conditions. Without payment of IGST, some conditions are there. Some bond, some confirmation from government should have been received by the person. Similarly, a person can also supply goods to SEZ with the payment of IGST, supply of goods to SEZ. With the payment of IGST, supply of goods to SEZ without payment of IGST. நான் திருப்பி சொல்றேன், இதெல்லாம் ப்ராடரா உங்க இன்வாய்ஸோட ஹெட்டிங்லேயே வரும், கேபிட்டல் லெட்டர்ல வரும். So when we happen to see those invoices, SEZ invoices or export invoices, we will appreciate those words that are there. But இதே மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும், ஹெட்டிங் மேல மட்டும். Invoices can be physically signed and shared. 3 copies will be made available. Original for your recipient, duplicate for transporter, triplicate for assessee. Goods invoice, triplicate. Service invoice, duplicate. Service invoice will be duplicate. Original to the recipient, duplicate to the supplier. So service invoice means 2 copies. Your goods invoice means 3 copies. Followed by, in case of your digitally signing and sending the invoices, yes, digitally signing and sending the invoices is 100% allowed. You can affix your digital signature, sign the invoice and send it accordingly. So these are all your connected points relating to tax invoices. Make yourself comfortable. Sir, what can I expect in exam? Either an MCQ, up to how many characters invoice number is allowed? 20, 16, 8, 5. You will be asked. tested in Excel. Does serial number of an invoice has to be dash numbered, serially numbered, differently numbered, uh, simultaneously numbered? You will have something like this. It has to be serially numbered. Does raising of does generation of a new serial number every year is dash within brackets optional or mandatory? Mandatory. Every year a fresh serial number you should start. So these are all some small expect questions like this. Or what are the components of a tax invoice? Explain 5 components of a tax invoice. Sometimes place of delivery might be different. Because place of delivery is different, you will have a different address which need to be given over there. I believe I have touched up all points. One new amendment is there. However, that amendment now been kept in abeyance, mean that they have not proceeded with, which is called as QR code. QR code, quick response code. In case of your QR code, quick response code, whenever a person, or I'll rephrase it, a notified person supply goods to B2C suppliers, he'll generate a QR code. See, many times B2B businesses, people will not be able to hide their sales, things and all. But when it comes to B2C, business to consumer, consumer will pay the cash. Like by bigger company, I'm not talking of small 20, 30 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 5 crore. I'm talking of 500 crore company. Target is down. Sir, 500 crore company, will they do a cash sales? Reliance Retail India Private Limited. See, I'm not finding fault with any organization. Understand? Government has a risk here because for their size, there is, see, Reliance Retail and all is having a different control. I'm not sure how many of you all saw that point of sale mission. Bill adichadan cash tray open agum. Cash tray போட்டுட்டு பணத்தெல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டு எவ்வளவு பணம் அவரு கொடுத்தாரு, நீங்க எவ்வளவு எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் கொடுத்தீங்க, டினாமினேஷன் வைஸ் தட்டணும். இதெல்லாம் நீங்க நோட் பண்ணிருப்பீங்கனாலும் கூட எனக்கு தெரியாது. Then once you close your cash tray only, it will be locked internally. Then only next bill can be typed. Okay. Next bill போட்டு முடிச்சு பட்டன் பேமெண்ட்டுக்கு தட்டினா மட்டும்தான் இந்த ட்ரே ஓபன் ஆகும். So much is there behind a POS equipment, point of sale equipment. So don't underestimate. ஏதோ தட்டுறான், ஏதோ வருது. இன்டர்னல் கண்ட்ரோல்னா இன்டர்னல் கண்ட்ரோல். சரி, இதான் இன்டர்னல் கண்ட்ரோல். எஸ், சி, நிறைய நேரம் நம்ம இன்டர்னல் கண்ட்ரோல்ல ஏதோ ஒரு பயங்கரமான ஒரு பெரிய டாபிக்லாம் நினைச்சுன்னு இருக்கும். வெரி ஆர்டினரி, வெரி வெரி ஆர்டினரி. வேர் I should allow access only what he wants at that moment. In this process, I should curtail somebody from misdoing something. That's all. So, any case, our discussion is something. Bigger organizations are exposed to this risk, or government tickets are sold, film tickets are sold. That fellow says first day, first show for this company. This film, only 100 people came. Hey, இவர் நடிச்சா 1000 பேர் வருவான், நீ நடா 100 பேர் தான் வந்திருக்கேன்ற. That fellow would have cheated the government. He has generated a ticket for a value of 200 rupees and sold it for 400 rupees. What not? நீங்க என்ன வேணா யோசிச்சுக்கோங்க. இதெல்லாம் B2C. Here there is a possibility of frauds. Government thought, hey, அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது, B2C, you are going to do, come, we'll give you quick response code. அந்த QR code வச்சிருக்கணும். அந்த QR codeல என்ன கேப்சர் ஆகும்னா எவ்வளவு பில் வேல்யூ கேப்சர் ஆகும். Okay, don't underestimate any QR code. In a boarding pass there will be a QR code. Boarding pass scan பண்ணா அட்ரஸ் இதெல்லாம் தெரியும். I'm sure a lot of you are all aware. இது ரொம்ப நாளா இருக்கிற ரிஸ்க், இன்னைக்கு தான் இருக்கிற ரிஸ்க் இல்ல, ரொம்ப நாளா இருக்கிற ரிஸ்க். அவங்க அட்ரஸ், நேம், அதுவும் இன்டர்நேஷனல் பேசஞ்சர்னா எங்கேருந்து எங்க போயிட்டு வந்திருக்காங்க எல்லாம், இட்ஸ் ஆல் பார்ட் ஆஃப் தட் one small QR code. In the same fashion, a QR code is also being there, but not all applicable to all, only to notified person. So people who do turnover more than 100 crore, and let me repeat it, 100 crore is not a very great number. If you come to business, you will know. If if you have 100, if on 100 clients, at least 20 clients above will do 100 crore turnover. Minimum 20% of the crowd will do 100 crore plus turnover. Any case, moving forward from different components of your tax invoice, we'll get into the components of a bill of supply. You all know bill of supply will be issued when it is an exempted goods, when it is not leviable to GST. When a goods is exempted from tax, when a service is exempted from tax, then yes, a bill of supply is issued. So all those activities or all those services, goods, which are all exempted from GST, a bill of supply will be issued. What information will be captured? The information that will be captured will be your the information that will be captured is name, address, GSTN number, supplier and recipient's GST number, followed by any other information will be captured, sir. Date of issue of invoice. How QR code is made, that is some processes there. You can Google it. They have a process. You have an app and all for QR code generation. You can say which fields are mandatory. Based on that, it is done accumulation. So coming back here, components of bill of supply, as far as that is concerned, name, address of the supplier, name, address of the supplier, name, address of the recipient, date of issue of invoice, date of number, followed by your that numbering style, which will be a continuous series number. If the recipient is a registered recipient, definitely recipient's GST number along with other information, HSN code, a description of goods, value of goods, discount, anything. Only difference between a tax invoice and bill of supply will be tax invoice will have details relating to what is the tax payable. Let me repeat, how much is the tax payable and what type of tax it is payable. That's all. Here, that information will not be there because all the goods, all the services that is dealt by these people are, which are all exempted from GST. Similarly, a composition levy person will also issue a bill of supply. A composition levy person who is liable to pay tax under Section 10 of CGST and SGST Act, he will also pay tax under, any person who paid tax under Section 10 of CGST and SGST Act, he will also issue a document called as bill of supply. So if he is a composition levy person, then he will issue a document called as bill of supply whenever he sells goods, because he is also not supposed to collect tax. So his schema, the model in which he will issue will be like almost like this. Can bill of supply be also be digitally signed and sent? Yes. Restrictions to invoice number, date, idella apdiye common ah irukum. Henceforth, you can fix certain transactions, name and address of supplier and recipient, consecutive serial numbering, invoice numbers, numbers can be up to 16 characters, slash and hyphen special characters are alone allowed, HSN, quantity, rate of tax, if applicable, then HSN, quantity, rate of tax, discount, value of CGST, SGST, IGST, wherever applicable. This mari or 8-10 information will be common for all the documents that they got. But some special aspects alone will come for certain transactions. So, to move forward from bill of supply, 46A, a rule comes out and discuss about invoice cum bill of supply. See, understand one challenge. A grocery shop or a pharmacy shop. These two shops are all very interesting shops. If you go and buy some 20 items from a pharmacy shop, if you go and buy some 20 items from a grocery shop, two item will be at 28%, five item will be at 18%, another 8 item will be at 12%, another 10 item will get exempted. You'll have a combination of, let me repeat, you'll have a combination of nil, 5, 12, 18, 28. ஒரே இடம் தான் grocery shop or pharmacy shop sometimes. When you have a combination, then one doubt comes whether I have to issue tax invoice or I have to issue bill of supply. Fellows don't know what to do. Everybody issued tax invoice. Tax invoice. Then government amended the section. Now, in case if you have dealing with end consumers, when a registered person is supplying taxable as well as exempted goods or services to a unregistered person. Sir, why sir you are referring this? If it is to a registered person, mandatory taxable na tax invoice, exempted na bill of supply. When it is an end consumer, you went to a nearby house medical shop, let's say some well-established chain of pharmacy shop, MedPlus. You went and bought 3 items, medicine. 1 item of that is exempted, 2 items is taxable, means he will not have to issue 2 documents to you. He'll issue only what? 1 document, invoice, some bill of supply. That is, it contains what, sir? It contains both details. Now you yourself club, I will not club all these. Components of a tax invoice issued by a input service distributor. I think we have read the word input service distributor. You all know about what is input service distributor. So, input service distributor is nothing but a person who has a common credit who wants to distribute that credit. So, he will be registered in some other location. From there, he will transfer his credit. So, name, address of GST of the input service distributor, name, address of recipient of that service, date of issue of invoice number, how much credit is going to be distributed, how much tax is going to be distributed. Document will be signed by the authorized person digitally or manually, and it will be shared. So, sir, same sir. I told no tax invoice, IST invoice. Edavud vidyas irukka? Vidyasame illa. Ore oru vidyasam. Tax invoice is issued by a third-party supplier to a third-party recipient. ISD invoice is issued by a person who has received the services in common after taking a registration called as input service distributor. He transfers to his own distinct person located in another state. So technically there is no difference. All are one and the same relating to your documentation requirement. In fact, if you ask me, I have never had a sample slide also. And because other tax invoice patachi, adu moving forward, components of a receipt voucher. Okay. See, what do we mean by receipt voucher? We all discussed it. We'll little elaborate on it because Rule 50 is little important. It has some extra contents and all. See, there is a production house. They want to do films. These production houses are interested in doing films. They have money. They have bandwidth to do all that and all. They have the power to borrow money from banks, a few crores, and they can invest. They can borrow from private financiers, invest, and then they can come with the output, and then they can sell it throughout in the market. Now, for our discussion, do you all think that a production house goes and calls somebody, goes and calls an actor, and instantly a film is getting committed by an actor? In case if you think like that, technically the answer is no. Actually, it is a long-driven process. It's a process, a thinking process of minimum of a year requirement. What actually happens is initial agreements are getting signed between the artist or the lead artist, I would call it as lead artist, and the production house. Lead artist and production house, by the time all they know is this lead artist is going to act with this production house. That's all. In fact, the name of the film, nothing would have materialist. It's all thought process. It's various collective thought process comes to the single end. As many lead artists time and again says, no one can claim credit for nothing, because for all said and done, for a lot of us, it is who we see the lead artist alone. But rarely we can able to go back end and see some 25 technicians behind the back end. Rarely we can see some 250 assistant technicians. Rarely we can see 2,500 people efforts. Rarely we can see roughly about 2 lakh people output is this. So it's whatever the size. Maybe bigger the budget, bigger the film size, you will have 2 lakh people efforts. Smaller the budget, smaller the size, number shrinks down to 50,000. But without an average effort of 5,000 people, you can't bring a film to the screen. Now you can ask me, why you suddenly speak about filmmaking and all. Now I'm not trying to discuss about filmmaking, but understand, for all this, the lead happens from the lead artist. See, எல்லா இருந்தாலும் என்னதான் எல்லா இருந்தாலும் யார் ரொம்ப இங்க இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்னா லீட் ஆர்டிஸ்ட். அந்த ஃபேஸ் வேல்யூக்கு தான் எல்லாமே. ஓகே, ஃபார் ஆல் சடன் நீங்க என்ன பேசுனீங்கனாலும் சார் ஸ்டோரி சார் ஸ்கிரீன் பிளே சார், ஃபேஸ் வேல்யூ ட்ரா கிரவுட். ஓகே, அண்ட் ஃபேஸ் வேல்யூ ஹேஸ் அ பிஸ்னஸ். இது நீங்க கொஞ்சம் பிஸ்னஸா பார்க்கணும். என்னைக்குமே ரெண்டு டாபிக் நிறைய பேருக்கு பிடிக்காது. கிரிக்கெட்டை பிஸ்னஸா பார்க்க பிடிக்காது, ஃபிலிமை பிஸ்னஸா பார்க்க பிடிக்காது. நிறைய பேருக்கு பிடிக்காது, ரொம்ப நிறைய பேருக்கு பிடிக்காது. இஃப் யூ ஸ்டார்ட் டிஸ்கசிங் அட் தட் லெவல், யூ வில் ஃபீல் கேம்மா, என்ன கேம், பிஸ்னஸ். அந்த ஜெர்சியில லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைடு பேட்ஸ்மேனுக்கு லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைடு கல்ஃப்னு வந்தா வேற ரேட்டு, ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடு பேட்ஸ்மேனுக்கு ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடு ஜெர்சியில ரைட் ஹேண்ட்ல ஜெர்சியில வந்ததுன்னா கல்ஃப்னு வந்ததுன்னா ரேட்டு வேற. சென்டர் ஆஃப் தி ஜெர்சியில முத்தூட் குரூப் அப்படின்னு வந்ததுன்னா ரேட்டு வேற. திஸ் இஸ் சார் ஜெர்சி ரேட்ல விற்பானா? அவன் எதை விற்கல, எல்லாத்தையும் விற்பான். அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? there is a bank, the bank want to popularize itself. So sir, we will team up your team name and we will say yellow bank account. I'm not joking, which is a sponsorship. And for this one money comes in. So come on, understand, lot things are happening. Sometimes it's unimaginable. நம்மளால கொஞ்சம் யோசிச்சு எதிர்பார்க்க முடியாது. I would recommend a lot of you, you're all having time, effort, facilities, not now, consciously not now. Once all exams are over, ரெண்டு இருக்கு. ஓகே, ஒன்னு வந்து இந்த சால்ட் பேப்பர் ஒன்று மறந்துட்டேன். அமேசான்ல ஆஸ்திரேலியன் சீரீஸோட ஒரு இது சால்ட் பேப்பர், ஐ பிலீவ் சால்ட் பேப்பரோட வெப் சீரிஸ் ஒன்று, அது பாருங்க. அதை முடிச்சிட்டிங்கன்னா ஐபிஎல் பத்தி என்ன டவுட் வேணும் அப்படின்னா, இதெல்லாம் ஃபிக்ஷன், நிறைய ஃபிக்ஷன். என்ன டவுட் வேணும்னா இன்சைட் எட்ஜ் and inside edge 2. Okay, I have been told that many people have told me, Ganesh, you speak about something, but we see in a different ball game. A half of it might be fiction. I'm not denying. A half of it might be fiction. A half of it might be real. Leave it. But avenues to think from a business perspective would be always there. Now, coming back here, challenges of all these is a film lead artist is there. That film lead artist commits for a film. Once he commits for a film, he'll say to the producer that yes, Good that you come and met me after initial discussion over. Producer is interested to do the film. Lead artist is ready to commit his time. Uh, Producer will pay a upfront advance, let's say a 50 lakh rupees to the lead artist, where lead artist blocks his dates from November 2020 to March 2020. Meaning thereby, during that tenure, he will do only one film. That is this producer's film. He will not do any other film because today people speak that characterism, this, that, many things comes into play. And it's always good. One film restricting their modalities, things and all. Many challenges are there. Many things are there. That industry is having its own challenges. Every industry has its challenges. Let me repeat it. என்னன்னா இந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரியெல்லாம் நமக்கு கொஞ்சம் அப்படியே விசிபிளா தெரியும். ஒரு ஃபேக்டரிக்குள்ள இருக்கிற சேலஞ்ச் வந்து ஃபேக்டரிக்குள்ள போனா மட்டும்தான் தெரியும். வெளிலேருந்து சொல்லிட்டு போயிடலாம். பிசினஸ் இஸ் வித் பியூட்டிஃபுல் அட்வென்ச்சர்ஸ். Day in, day out, thanks to today's business and all. Day in, day out, you have different adventures. If you are at a certain higher level in certain organization, or you are also growing along with those organizations, challenge எங்க இருந்து வரும்னே தெரியாது. Challenging time, testing times are all there. Now, my discussion on all this is sometimes they'll get advances. Now, when they receive advances, there is all good possibilities. Let me repeat, all good possibilities. Some misunderstanding might come. They will cancel the contract and money would be returned. So that is why they treat it as advance. Okay, understand. Over the next two months, something might happen. Maybe the producer is not interested, or maybe the lead artist is not interested, or a film almost of that type has already been released somewhere. Maybe many issues are there. We don't know relating to those aspects and those crux matters relating to it. But understand there is all set possibilities. Money might be refunded by the lead artist. Now, in cases like this, to protect all this risk, whenever an advance is received by a supplier for supply of goods or supply of services. Sorry, you're told only for supply of services. Next time, research about, if you have time, not research, see about a company called as Lakshmi Mission Works, or very popularly called as Lakshmi Mills. Okay, this Lakshmi Mission Works is a share of this company, if I'm not wrong, is about 16,000 rupees one share. I don't know the kind of properties they have. EPS itself வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். EPS is roughly about earnings per share. EPS is roughly about 1,800 rupees ஒரு ஷேர். ஒரு 10 ரூபா ஷேரோட மதிப்பு 1,800 ரூபா earnings per share. So that into multiplies your so there is a multiplication quotient that will go, no, P go to arrive your market price of the share. Reliance comes out and says, Lakshmi Mills, I want 20,000 spindle cotton machinery. Yes, Reliance, we will take it up. Can you come by 2025? We can supply the machine. Hey, நான் இன்னைக்கு ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துருக்கேன்டா. இன்னைக்கு நீங்க ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க. நாங்க ஸ்டீல் வாங்கணும், ஸ்டீலை உருக்கணும், அப்புறம் ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணணும், ஸ்பெண்டில் பண்ணணும், உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னு பேசுவோம். சரி, ஏன் சார் நான் ஆர்டர் புக் இஸ் ஃபுல் ஃபார் த நெக்ஸ்ட் 3 years. சார், வாட் யூ ஆர் ரெஃபரிங் ஹியர்? ஆர்டர் புக், there is something called as order book. Order book means அடுத்து என்ன பண்ணணும்ன்ற ஆர்டர் புக் இஸ் ஃபுல் ஃபார் நெக்ஸ்ட் 3 years. And very interesting to note, if you accept that, okay, by 3 years you supply me, I am agreeing for it. Pay me 20% advance of the contract. Inniki. Hey, we are talking of 50 crore machinery. That's why pay me 20% advance. Or at least give me an initial advance of 5%. Hey, 2.5 crores, yeah. Pay me. Why you want to highlight here is, these are all businesses. So either for supply of goods or for supply of services. Advances are collected in certain bigger contracts. Don't take up small contracts. If you see, I would have spoken at a different size itself. Be with me on the size of the business. Then only you will come across all this. In a normal trade, somebody buys 10 items, sells 10 items. There and all rare. I'm not saying it is, it's not common. It's a little uncommon there. When the bigger the organization, it's very common because bigger risk associated with it. So for all that reason, it has been done. Come back here. In case of those related, whenever a supplier receives an advance, he will issue a receipt voucher. That receipt voucher will contain name of address of supplier and recipient, GST number of supplier and recipient, receipt number, which will be consecutively numbered, which contains 16 characteristics, and special characters as hyphen and slash alone is allowed. In case if the recipient is an unregistered person, just his basic information, name and address alone will be collected. Description of goods or description of services, amount of advance taken, if GST is applicable, GST will also be collected. Now, I have two questions to you. I am a supplier. I supply two goods. One goods liable for 5%, another goods liable for 12%. Question before you is, my customer came ready to buy a goods. Now, however, I said, give me an advance of 5 lakh rupees. He gave an advance of 5 lakh rupees. I mentioned everything. What rate of tax I have to pay? A doubt will come. He himself told, this 5 lakhs, 50% is for your, he mentions, 50% you keep advance for that A product, 50% you keep advance for B product, so that I will split my advance and pay taxes accordingly. For some of them, they'll deal only with one product, so one rate of tax issue is over. I have a client. A client says, sir, we are engaging in 2-3 services. One service is liable at 5%. Another service is liable at 12%. Another service is liable at 18%. So, what is the rate of tax that we need to pay when we receive advance? And many times, my customer does not instruct me what is the advance. What service is this advance for? He says, sir, at least if it is goods, they are getting exempted. They no need to bother about it. I am providing services. When I receive advance, I have to pay tax at the time of receipt of advance. Yes or no? Time of supply. I have to pay tax at the time of receipt of advance. What should be my rate of tax? So 1 lakh rupees received. Which service is not identified? They do service 1, service 2, service 3. One service is liable for 5%. One service is liable for 12%. Third service is liable for 28%. Consciously, I've changed the number 5, 12, and 28%. What is the rate of tax? Any guesses that you have? It's guesswork. Let me repeat. Guesswork, or within you, one small number will start. Some logic you will go. Because I want to break that logic, I want all of you to answer. A supplier of service who is receiving advances, they are providing 3 kinds of services. After providing that 3 kinds of services, for that providing 3 kinds of services, liable to different rate of tax, 5, 12, and 28, they get an advance. On receipt of advance, you are liable to pay tax. What is the rate of tax? 5 or 12 or 28? Ramesh, Anirudh, Karthik, M. Karthik. Nathan, Rajesh, good. See, As I expected, all three answers came. Okay. Let me repeat. Good, good. All three answers came. Some of you say 5%. Why, sir? I know the logic. Sir, adala sir, lowest percent. Some of you say, sir, 28%. Why, sir? Why? That is the highest rate of tax. Some of you say, sir, proportionately, pakka accountant logic. Okay. எங்கேயாவது அக்கௌண்டண்டா வேலை பார்த்தா மட்டும்தான் இல்ல அக்கௌண்டிங் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வேலை பார்க்குற எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் இது வரும். ராஜேஷ் ஏற்கனவே எங்கேயாவது இன்டர்ன் பண்ணிருக்கணும் இல்ல எங்கேயாவது வேலை பார்க்கணும், இல்லைன்னா அந்த ஆன்சர் வரவே வராது. ஓகே, ஒரு சில இதெல்லாம் எஸ் சார் ஒர்க்கிங் ஏஆர்கே சொன்னோமா, இட்ஸ் வெரி சிம்பிள். யுவர் பிரெயின் வில் நாட் திங்க் அட் ஆல். ப்ரொபோர்ஷனேட் பேஸ்னு ஒரு பிரெயின் திங்க் பண்ணணும். நான் ஒரு ஒர்க் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் திங்க் பண்ணுவோம், இல்லைன்னா அந்த பிரெயினால திங்க் பண்ண முடியாது. முடியாதா சார்? முடியாது. இல்ல இது மாதிரி எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஆயிருக்கணும். See, now I told, no, there is a possibility of proportionate thinking. இல்லைன்னா பிரெயின் டாப் அண்ட் எண்டுக்கு மட்டும்தான் போகும். See, I am not finding fault with anybody going 28. You are all aggressive guys. People who are all at 5%, they are all what? Conservative guys. Okay. So, sorry. Vice versa. 5% வந்து consider aggressive. 28 வந்து conservative. ஏன்னா இருக்கிறது அதுதான் ஹையஸ்ட் ரேட். அதை கட்டி விட்டுருவோம், எதையாவது பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஏன்னா திருப்பி நம்ம தான் இந்த டாக்ஸ் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ண போறோமே. இட்ஸ் நாட் அ வேஸ்ட். எனி கேஸ் when I'm going to bill it, I'm going to collect from customer, I'm going to pay to government. It's not waste for me. No, I'll not spend a lot of time here. Crux is very simple. Specifically rule 50 told. Specifically rule 50 says, if rate of tax is not determinable, the rate of tax shall be at the rate of 18%. You don't go to low, you don't go to high, you don't take average rate or proportionate basis, you don't distribute it. If rate of tax is not known, rate of tax will be 18%. Remember, along with the rule number, if possible, definitely you'll be tested in exam. Similarly, if you don't know what is going to be your place of supply, always it will be treated as a interstate supply. அதாவது இது இன்ட்ராவா இன்டரான்னு சார் அட்வான்ஸ் வச்சு லட்சம் கொடுத்துட்டாரு. ஹி ஹாஸ் ஆஃபீஸ் இன் ஆந்திர பிரதேஷ், ஹி ஆல்சோ ஹாஸ் ஆஃபீஸ் இன் தமிழ்நாடு. ஐ ஆஸ்க்ட் ஹிம், சார் எந்த ஆஃபீஸ்க்கு பில் அடிக்கிறது? இரு தம்பி சொல்றேன்ன்றாரு. ஹி இஸ் நாட் கமிங் அப் வித் ஆன்சர்ஸ். இஃப் யூ நோ, ஓகே, யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு பில் ஹியர் only. Otherwise leave it. You pay it as what? Interstate supply. Sir, tomorrow if it comes as an intrastate supply, what will happen? Nothing will happen. This interstate supply amount will get adjusted with some other taxpayer. Okay. Now, I'm not getting into that leg and all. As of now, solve the two problems which is there in your hand. Come to final, what will happen to that adjustment, how to adjust. Adalla anga padipom. Now, at this level, what we can learn is, if rate is not known, it will be 18%. If nature is not known, it will be interstate supply. True. Can we move forward? Yes. Followed by in case of refund voucher. In case of a refund voucher. Sir, when a refund voucher is possible, an advance given by somebody. The fellow has given advance, comes out and says various reasons and not interested to proceed with that advance. So that fellow comes back and says, take my money back. Sorry, give my money back. I'm not interested in proceeding with the goods. I'm not interested in proceeding with the services. If someone comes out and share to us something like this, then yes, advance has to be returned. Maybe I'll give one of your live examples of our client, which I have also quoted on last class. Our client is a person who does event in various areas, various states. He is responsible for one of the event of this educational institution. So he booked the Chennai Trade Center. Chennai Trade Center, particular hall, they have two halls there. One particular hall, they booked it for 15 lakh rupees rent per 3 days rent or per 3 days rent. 3 days rent, 15 lakh rupees or 18 lakh rupees. I'm not sure about the number. So they have booked 18 lakh rupees, I believe, 3 days rent. Now, the event was about to happen in second week of April. It's an education institution based event. என்ன படிக்கலாமோ வாங்க படிக்கலாமோ something like a event like that. So what to read, how to read, what is the future, in where the scope will be, which are all the new courses that are came in, which kind of courses will have validity. சார் சிஎம்ஏக்கு எப்படி சார் இருக்கு? எதிர்காலம் ரொம்ப பலமா இருக்கு. சிஎம்ஏ சிஏ சிஎஸ் எல்லாம் பலமா இருக்கு. எப்படி சார் சொல்றீங்க? This country will go for one round of development on the financial sector, finance professional based sector. Okay. In fact, on the urge of becoming a $5 trillion economy, we will move. In fact, you will come across non-finance people are started doing finance work. They have no link with finance, but they'll start doing work which are all based at finance works. You'll come across, in my personal view, from an India perspective, everything will grow. We have to fight with COVID and stop COVID. That's all. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஏறுமுகம் தான் இந்தியாவுக்கு. அதெல்லாம் டவுட்டே கிடையாது. சார் இப்படிலாம் இருக்குது, இதுன்றான் அதுன்றான், அதெல்லாம் என்ன வேணா பேசுது. வாட் எவர் ஃபெலோ ஸ்பீக்கர், இந்தியா will be in its different ball game. No joke. Country will stabilize maximum in 1 year's time. 1 year means 1 year time. 1 year time you will see a change over. Mark my word. Sir, எப்படி சார் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும்? Within 1 year time, country will have a different change over. Will go to a last 2-3 years development. Post next 6 months, they'll give you a picture for 2030, and from there the country will run for a different ball game at all. Different ball game. Preferably 2024 ஒரு சேஞ்ச் வரும். இன்னும் 3 வருஷம் இருக்கு. 2024 இப்படி போகும். இப்போ நான் சொன்ன டைம் லிமிட்டே அதுதான். அதாவது 2004க்கு அப்புறம் இந்தியா எப்படி ஒரு புஷ் போச்சோ, ஓகே, அது எப்படின்னா 94ஓட ஓப்பனிங் அப் விச் கேவ் வே ஃபார் 2004. ஓகே, அது மாதிரி ஃபார் ஆல் தி ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ் டன் ஓவர் த லாஸ்ட் 8-10 years, 2024 onwards you will have a push. Sir, அது வரைக்கும் you will have a growth. See, come on, you have to first of all understand something. Every country, the whole IMF has marked negative growth. One of the country who had a positive growth, India, will grow by 1.5%. எவ்வளவு பெரிய விஷயம். எல்லாருக்கும் நெகட்டிவ் growth போட்டிருக்கான், உங்களுக்கு மட்டும் தான் பாசிட்டிவ் growthனே போட்டிருக்கான். So somewhere understand these are all some fundamentals that we need to learn in spite of what you see within your eyes. Okay, what you see within your eyes is only limited. I can with due respect share among you what you all see now around you. Could you able to see a infrared ray just now crossed? A UV ray, have you saw it? No, it's there. A UV ray is there. பார்க்க முடிஞ்சதா? Point here is that's all. சிலதெல்லாம் இன்னைக்கு இருக்கிற கண்ணால பார்க்க முடியாது. So exactly same. These are all certain understandings you should have. From the past we have to take. We have managed many things. We have managed 2000. We have managed 2008. These are all passing times. Okay. So point here is all these are all setbacks. I'm not denying it's challenging times, testing times. We have to stay composed, start improvising a skill, and with due நான் திருப்பியும் சொல்றேன், ப்ரொஃபஷனல் கோர்ஸ்னா நிஜமா ப்ரொஃபஷனல் கோர்ஸ். I'll take your time of 2 minutes, place on record my sharing. Okay, கிளாஸ் 8:30 வரைக்கும் தானா இன்னைக்கு? Can some of you text me? 9:30 வரைக்கும் இல்ல? ஏன் யாரோ லாகின் பண்ணிட்டாங்க, எனக்கு லாக் அவுட் பண்ணிடுச்சு. You all stay 1 minute here in the room. 1 minute. Stay in the room. If you get out of the room, it will push all of us out. 1 minute.